Hi friends, you ever feel stressed out, full of anxiety, worry? Interesting thing is the breath really can show us where our mental state is. So oftentimes when we have a lot of anxiety or worry, the breath is shallow. And that can kind of lead us into really understanding where our mental state is as we kind of investigate where the breath is. So this practice today is to remove some of that anxiety, some of that stress that we have that just shows up when we're all just bound up and just really don't know what to do with it. And that happens a lot in our lives, especially in our busy lives. So there'll be a big focus on the breath today, especially the exhale. So that's kind of where our big focus is. When we have a full exhale, it's like we're just releasing lots of tension and energy and just letting it just drift right on out of us. So one of the things you watch for is if you're already feeling like, this is not probably the best practice to kind of raise some energy. This is meant to just reduce our anxiety, reduce our stress, and just get us into a nice, really chill spot. So we're going to start today seated as they are, and the eyes will become closed, please. And then the invitation now is just to find your ujjayi breath in and out with an equal duration. After you've done 3 or 4 rounds of this, just notice where your exhale is. And start to employ a little bit of pelvic floor and a little bit of lower belly as it draws in to work to get all the air out. When we have the pelvic floor and the lower belly, mula bandha, and a gentle drawing in of the lower belly happening, that keeps the torso upright. We remain full and steady and grounded. Take 3 more full ujjayi breaths, a balanced in and a balanced out. Same duration. And let the face relax. Then from here, the eyes can gently open up. And as easily as you can, make yourself into child's pose. The knees can be a little wider so you can just bow all the way deep. Let the child's pose be a little active today, so the arms stretch forward, the forearms lift up. Armpits reach up towards the ceiling and gives room for the heart to melt. Now, please, back to the breath focus. A full inhale. But start to increase your exhale. A wonderful technique for you to do this is to count your inhale. You might count up to 3 or 4. And then extend your exhale by 2 or 3. So maybe your count is up to 4, and your exhale will be to 6. Take 3 more breaths here, just becoming intimate with your breath. With your exhale, let the pelvic floor and the lower belly become engaged and involved here. Creating a good connection throughout the whole body. For some of us, this pose, the ground is far away, so feel free. If the forehead doesn't hit the ground or touch the ground, we want it to hit the ground. You can put your head up on a block or a blanket or something to be comfortable with. And just one more final breath here. Really extend your exhale a couple counts longer. Fantastic. Keep that dedication to this longer exhale throughout the class. Pick yourself up into all fours now. Curl the toes under and move yourself into downward facing dog. Pause right here. Still becoming very aware of elongating the exhale. But we do want to have a good connection to the physical body as well. So the hands root strongly down, the fingers spread wide. Fingertips claw into the mat. And each time you exhale, you can push down from your heart into your hands, up through your hips. Take one more full round of inhale. And then extend your exhale as you extend down from your heart into your hands, up through your hips. Then please come up high on your tippy toes. Look to your hands and simply walk forward. Check that the feet here are parallel in hips distance. And that even now, having moved, that the breath still becomes a main focus of your practice here. The next time you inhale, look up halfway and stretch your spine forward. Slowly exhale and bow in. Please move your hands to your hips. When your breath comes in, fill up full. With your exhale, point your elbows up towards the sky. Then look up a little bit and inhale and rise on up. And release your hands. We'll move through some simple classic sun salutations, but with a little bit of a change here. Typically we move many times on the inhale. For a lot of the movements we're going to do today, moving on the exhale. It gets us to be really focused and present on our practice here. So the feet are hips width and parallel. Take the inhale. Exhale, reach the hands up. Elongate the exhale. Take the inhale, the arms remain. Exhale, bow yourself all the way over, slowing your exhale down. Stay here with your inhale. Let the belly push down into the thighs. Exhale, look up halfway. Take the inhale. And as you exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, hug gently the feet towards each other. Then exhale, step your left foot back. Downward facing dog. Take a full nurturing inhale. As you exhale, come forward to plank. Inhale here. With your slow exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin. Come all the way down. Inhale here. Hands will hug towards your heart. And exhale, lift yourself up into cobra. Take an inhale here. Hug your hands towards your hips, let the heart lift up. And then your exhale, move it back to downward facing dog. Just becoming in tune with the rhythm of these different movements here. Good inhale. Then on your exhale, the right foot steps forward. Take an inhale and engage your muscles gently, front to back feet. And exhale, slowly step forward, bow in. Stay here with your inhale. Exhale, look up halfway. Inhale your hands to your hips. Exhale, rise on up. Good job. We'll do the other side. Hands release as you inhale. Exhale, let the arms reach up to the sky. Really getting the pelvic floor involved with the exhale. Arms reach with your inhale here. The belly relaxes on your inhale. And your exhale slowly takes you down to the ground. Stay here with your inhale. Very mindful of your breath. Exhale, look up halfway. Keep the inhale here. And with your exhale, the left foot follows back. Inhale, engage your muscles gently. Right foot and left foot hug towards himself. And on the exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Full inhale here. Now as you exhale, come to the top of a push-up. As you inhale, let the hands hug towards themselves, and even the toes start to flare away from each other. As you exhale, knees, chest, and chin, please. Flatten yourself out. Take the inhale. As you exhale, lift yourself up into cobra. As you inhale, spread your toes wide, hug your hands towards each other, and gently back towards your hips. And the exhale carries you back to downward facing dog. Take the full inhale, let the belly soften so you can get that air deep down into, and as the exhale comes, the left foot drops forward. A breath here for engagement of muscles, hug front to back, side to side, and the exhale you step forward, please. Full inhale. Exhale, look up halfway. Move your hands to your hips with your inhale. Exhale and rise up. Lower the hands with your inhale. Exhale, rise them up. So the pelvic floor gets involved on that exhale. Inhale, stretch up further, make more space. Exhale, touch the ground. Stay here with the inhale. Exhale, step your right foot back and hands up to your hips. Take the inhale to engage muscles. Exhale, reach arms up. Inhale, hug in. Then with that slow, dedicated exhale, lower yourself down, step back. Downward facing dog. Full breath in here. Exhale to the top of a push-up. Inhale here. This time chaturanga can come all the way down if you like. Pause right here, tops of your feet for the inhale. Hands underneath elbows. Exhale, lift up into cobra. Become really in tune with your breath. Inhale, hug the hands towards themselves. Shoulders on the back, and then carry it to downward facing dog, please. Full inhale. Then the exhale, right foot comes forward. Hands up to your hips. Good breath in, squeeze your muscles, front to back, feet hug towards themselves. Then the exhale, arms reach up. Then the breath comes in. Touch down, please. Step forward. Stay here with your inhale. Really get the pelvic floor involved in the lower belly as you bow in deeper. Take the inhale, hands up to your hips. As you exhale, draw your shoulders on your back and rise all the way up. Inhale, release the hands. Exhale, reach them up. Second side. Inhale, breath. Exhale, touch. Inhale, stay. Exhale, left foot, hands to hips. Inhale, stay, engage muscles, flare the toes. Exhale, reach hands. Inhale, just stretch up more. Exhale, touch the ground, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, come forward. A good breath here. Hug the hands towards themselves. With your exhale, you can chaturanga. Knees, chest, chin is still an option for you. Come all the way down. The inhale fills up even the back body. Then as you exhale, rise yourself up. Stretch back through your feet. Hug the hands towards the hips. Let the heart lift. Good breath. And on the exhale, downward facing dog. Fill up with breath. Then the exhale, left foot comes forward, hands to the hips. Full inhale here, legs hug towards themselves, front to back. Exhale, arms reach up. Pelvic floor is involved, that lifts the heart up even more. Good breath in. Then when your exhale comes, hand comes down, step forward please. Standing forward, fold, let the breath come in. Move your hands to your hips. With your exhale, rise up please. Inhale the hands down. Fantastic. That will bring about a lot of calmness to you and focus on just on moving in a different pattern with your breath. So now a little bit more traditional movement as we kind of move through the rest of the sequence. Please inhale the arms up. Exhale, bow yourself down. Don't lose the connection to pelvic floor and lower belly on your exhales. Look up halfway. Bow in. Please step the left foot to the back of the mat. Spin your heel flat and take both hands to the inside. Take a good inhale here. As you exhale, straighten the front leg, please. With your inhale, move your hand to the outside of your right foot. If you need a block because it's far away, you can grab one. Left hand comes to the hip. Take the breath in. But then with your exhale, push down from the hips, reach the left hand up to the sky. Take one more good inhale here. As you exhale, bend the knee and stretch the hand towards the front of the room. Take the inhale here. As you exhale, curl yourself open. Draw your left shoulder back even more. Good. Inhale the hand down, please. Step back to downward facing dog. As you exhale here, push down from your heart into your hands. Let the hips lift up high. Then please inhale the left foot forward. Spin the back heel flat. Take both hands to the inside. Take a good nourishing breath here and just settle into your hips. Then another breath happens. Let the feet be strong and engage towards themselves as you exhale. Push down and straighten your left leg. Then with an inhale, move your left hand to the outside of your left leg. Block or ground and hand up to your hip. Find that steady breath. As you exhale, push down from your hips. The right arm can now reach up. The toes are active here. With your next exhale, bend the front knee and stretch the arm up over your head. Adjusting the left hand a little bit more forward can be helpful too. Then as you exhale, draw your right shoulder deeper back and spin yourself open. Good, one more good inhale. Then lower your hand down. Come up high on your back toes and step forward, please. Good, feet are back at hips width and parallel. Look up halfway. Slow, dedicated exhale. Now widen your feet as much as you need so you can come down into a little squat. And you'll just meet yourself right here. We work to keep the heels down. We're not going to stay here long. But take 2 more good breaths. Elongate the exhale. At the bottom of your next exhale, the bottom can come down onto the ground. So I think for us, we'll move right into a little bit of breath meditation. Okay? So any time that we do any kind of seated meditations or breathing, you might find yourself needing to sit up on something, a blanket such as what Doreen's going to find, maybe a block that Mike would help with him to keep the low back lifted and getting a little curve, or if your hips are open like Ashley's, you can sit like that. The idea of our breath today is to create a little current of energy from the pelvic floor, so Mula Bandha. So the invitation today is to a full inhale, a long, slow, dedicated exhale. Then the breath is held out. During the breath being held out, you'll engage your pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, 13 to 26 times. Whatever feels good for you. One thing to watch for is that when the next breath comes, it's not a gulp. You're not like reaching for that breath, because that will kind of take away from all of the kind of chill stuff that we found. So if you only get 5 or 6 little pumps in, perfect. Then let the breath come in, the belly engage, relaxes, and then the next breath happens. Slow exhale, pause out, engage pelvic floor. Shall we try a few rounds? Let's go together for the first one, and we'll come out early, and then you'll find if you need to go a little bit longer or shorter. Please inhale. Long, slow exhale. Hold the breath out. Pump your pelvic floor. Mula Bandha. Inhale. The inhale should be well received, not gulped. Exhale again. Hold the breath out. Engage Mula Bandha rapidly, rhythmically. 6, 12, 26, 108. Whatever works well for you. So please, maybe do 3 to 5 more rounds. And while the breath is held out, even bring some awareness to the face and jaw, and it softens. The eyes are relaxed behind the closed lids. But you feel really calm during the breath being held out. Holding the breath out can be a wonderful way of just settling and stopping the activity of the mind. We call it rajas, when it's just running wild and crazy. But we watch for too long of a hold of exhale, which would aggravate us again. Please, maybe 1 or 2 more rounds. And when you finish that 1 or 2nd round, you can lie down onto your back. And always take Shavasana, the best stress reliever. And when you do your Shavasana, just fully relax. Sometimes a full inhale and an exhale out through the mouth is a great way to release any other tension that might be. The legs a little wider than hip width, and the feet just naturally splay out. The palms open up to the sky. Please stay as long as you'd like in Shavasana. And don't forget to breathe.